Hi there, and welcome to my second video of my YouTube channel where I share all of the things that I am learning about currently. Last time I talked about a lesson that really radically changed my life and took me a long time to learn. And I thought it was only fair that I share a lesson that I am currently still learning. And I know that it's true, but I don't know that it's true if you understand my meaning. And it's another one that is really worth learning and really internalizing and will make my life better as soon as I can recognize and actually learn it and put it into practice. So I don't have any analogies or tips or tricks on how to learn this because I am still currently working on it. And that lesson is that how people treat you is more likely something that's going on and a reflection of their internal world than it is actually about you. Now, there's a small caveat there. If you notice in your life that wildly different people are treating you the same, say in a negative way, and so person over here who's like from work is treating you a particular way, and then your romantic partner is treating you a similar way, and then someone from your yoga group or your church or whatever, then the common denominator might be you, and there might be a lesson in there for you into shift how you're showing up. I'm not talking about that kind of moment. I'm talking about those one-offs, the ones where someone like reacts really negative and sort of, showers you with their negative emotion, and it's not what you were expecting. And when it's not directed at you and you're witnessing it from the outside, it's really easy to see what's going on and to see the underlying story of why that person is negative. It's really easy to sort of have that narrative. But when it's directed at you, it is so hard not to take it personally. And it's really worth practicing, again, practicing that skill of taking a deep breath, taking a step back, maybe not physically like this, but mentally taking a moment. There's tips out there, count to 10 or deep breathe, I guess, are the two that come to mind. It's worth being able to do that, to step outside your first reaction, and then to try to recognize what is going on with that person. Because just like my previous story about the road rage, the narrative that you assign to why that person is behaving that way can really make you feel better, which is what it's all about. And so this this has been tested for me a number of times in this 2-week journey since I decided, you know what, I'm going to start a YouTube channel talking all about like things that I'm learning and that I'm passionate about. And I was thinking it was going to be like, I'm reading this book and then I'm going to share it with you, and then I'll read another chapter and I'll share it with you. And that's going to be coming. But I really wanted to start off with sort of these two big life lessons that are practices. And so for me, there has been a situation where I heard through the grapevine. So step one, that's already not firsthand information. But someone was sharing their frustration, and they were likely just venting, but they were sharing their frustration with another person. And I came up as a subject in that storytelling, in that sharing of frustration. And the person who received the venting shared with me what was going on, likely just venting themselves and keeping me kind of in the loop. And I really took it personally because what was said about me didn't match the story that I tell myself and the way that I try to behave. And it really affected me for a couple of days. And I know intellectually, right up here in my brain, I know 100% that that wasn't about me. It was an offhand comment. I just happened to be at the top of mind as an example of what was going on with this other person. And I know that that's true. I've witnessed what is going on with this other person. I can empathize with it. I know. And even though I know, I still went, oh, that's not true. And it like fired me up and it riled me up. And I started going through all the list of ways that like that point that person made that I overheard wasn't true. Talk about unnecessary stress and anxiety. And I really like to hold on to things and bottle it up. And so then I'm losing sleep. Now I'm not hungry. Now I'm not eating. And it's like this whole cycle of this negative downward cycle based on this overhand comment. So as you can tell, it's kind of riling me up a little bit again. And so practicing the skill of stepping back, taking a deep breath, trying to slow down that automatic nervous system, right? Oh no, my biology is failing. Parasympathetic, what's the one I'm looking for? Sympathetic. That sympathetic fight or flight, like gear up and fight, trying to relax all of that so that I can get into the narrative that I know is true and that has nothing to do with me. I don't need to take on that emotional baggage and that stress and take it home with me and like ruminate on it. I can just learn to, I can't say let it go. I'm not quite ready yet to let things go, but a useful phrase for me is to be at peace with it. I can't do anything about it. I wasn't there. It didn't have anything to do with me really. So it shouldn't affect me. Hopefully on this YouTube journey with me, you will see me grow and evolve into this person that can regularly do that, can regularly recognize that how people are showing up likely doesn't have anything to do with me. There are so many other factors. Are they hungry? Are they stressed out? Is there a deadline that they're working on? Like there's so, did they just have a traumatic like near miss car accident? Like there's so many things that could affect how that person is showing up. And I can't control it. And it doesn't really matter to me. All that matters for me is how I feel about myself when I'm by myself. So if you can start to put that into practice and join me on the journey, because I absolutely am still practicing this on a regular basis, maybe in the next 20 years or so, we will be better at it. Okay, that's all I have for you for today. Starting with my next video, I'll probably do kind of a series about like the books that I'm reading and give you some sort of tangible, cool things that I'm really excited about instead of these kind of life lessons that I'm still learning. All right, see you in the next video.